welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so happy to have you. And for those of you returning, welcome back. You know I love you. So today I'm participating in one of my favorite challenges. It's the What Would You Make? So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use some jumbo craft sticks. I'm going to use these wood pieces that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm sorry I don't have the measurements on them. And I'm going to use 5 of them. I'm going to use this little piece that I got last year from a place called Basket Market that's here in Oklahoma City. It is part of Hobby Lobby. They send like their trial stuff or their stuff that's out of stock that they're not selling anymore, that kind of stuff there. And then all of these Waverly chalk paints. I have Celery, Dusk, Pink Cloud, and Sandstone, and then I'm going to use my antique wax as well. So I'm going to start by using my heat gun to loosen that glue so that I can pull these 2 pieces apart. And so once I had it on there for a little bit, I just gently pulled and they came right apart. Then I'm going to paint the small pumpkin here with the sandstone. Then the next pumpkin will be Celery, the next one with the pink cloud, and the last one Dusk. And look how pretty they are. After that, I took the wood pieces and I'm just laying them out so there's a little bit of a gap in between each one. And then I'm going to use my craft sticks here to keep them attached. Now I'm just going to use some wood glue. I'm going to go along each of those wood pieces with my wood glue, and then I'm gonna put some hot glue next to it, and then I'm going to attach my craft sticks on top of the glue there, and I'm gonna do this on all 3 spots. Now I did it this way because I didn't want any glue to seep through the middle of those slats. Once it was done, I took my antique wax and I'm just brushing on my wax here. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe off any excess, and I do this for the whole front and the whole back. After that, I took some of this lace ribbon I got at Dollar Tree, and I'm just making 2 simple shoestring bows, just like you see me doing here. And then instead of doing the dovetail, because it's a little hard with the lace ribbons to do dovetail, it doesn't quite look right, I decided to just do angles. So I'm just cutting the ends at an angle there. And after that, I'm going to take some raffia, and I'm just grabbing a bunch and using another piece of raffia to tie around to keep them together. And I'm just tying a knot, and then I just give it a haircut. And then I'm going to add 2 of those to 2 of the other pumpkins, just like you see right there. And I love how this looks. I think this is my favorite piece out of all the fall decor that I've made. So I'm just going to use some wood glue here and hot glue. I just put it all around this pumpkin, and then I'm going to attach the pumpkins to my wood sign here, just like you see. And then after that, I took this faux leather word that is called Blessed, and I'm using my hot glue to glue it to the front of those pumpkins. And then after that, I'm taking some more hot glue and some Spanish moss, and I am just going to add that to the bottom of my pumpkins. And then after that, I'm just going to take some jute twine and make some knots on the ends and hot glue them to the back as a hanger, and then I trimmed off the excess twine there, and that's all there was for this one. I absolutely love this. Like I said, I think this is my favorite from this year's fall decor that I've made. It's simple, but it's just beautiful. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, so today is the What Would You Make challenge, and this is hosted every month. The theme, of course, is wood, so we make all of our DIYs out of wood. And it is hosted every month by my friends Zaina at OK at Home DIY and Connie with Connie's Creative Creations. And this month's guest host is the amazing Tammy with the Rusted Willow. So make sure you check out their channels, subscribe, give them the thumbs up, and then check out the playlist. I will have links to all of them in my description box below. So here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use the other half of that pumpkin sign that I got. I guess it wasn't a sign, it was a shelf sitter. And then 2 of these crates from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use the same paints, the Dusk, the Sandstone, the Pink Cloud, and the Celery, as well as my antique wax for this piece. Now really all of these that I made for this all match and go really well together, and I just love them. So here I'm just using my heat gun again to remove the little stick pieces there that connected the 2 pumpkins pieces. And then after I had them all removed, I just took my finger sander and sanded away where those areas were. I also grabbed one of these little wood plaques that I got from Hobby Lobby in a package when they were on sale, and I did that and the crates with my antique wax, just like I did the boards. I brush it on and then wipe it off with a paper towel. Then I took these adhesive pearl dots, I don't know what they call them, but they're in the sticker section, and I am just going to go around each one of these pumpkins with these adhesive pearls, and I love the way this came out. It's almost a little shabby chic vibe kind of going on here with all of this, but not quite, but it's getting close to it. So after I go around this little one, I'm going to just put some along one of the edges of the slots or the slits that are there, and then I'm going to do the same thing all around the rest of the pumpkins. But where that hole is where the light was, by the way, I did just use the heat gun to release the glue around that light, and then it popped right out. But I left a little hole there because I'm going to put my sign right there to cover that hole. So I'm just using the wood glue and the hot glue to do that. And then once I have that on there, it's a little crooked. It looks a little crooked to me. I'm going to use, I took one of these wood cutouts from Dollar Tree that says blessed. I painted it with the sandstone, and then I'm just going to add it to that wood piece there. That was the only word that I had that would fit on that. And I don't feel like getting my Cricut out. So I'm just going to use some wood glue and hot glue here and glue those 2 crates together. And then I'm going to take some, oh yeah, I use my pencil here to kind of mark where it's going to lay against those crates. That way I know where to put the glue. And then I'm going to use some wood glue and hot glue all around the bottom part of that pumpkin, and glue that right on top of, or right on the front of those little crates there. And then I'm just going to fill it with some different florals and leaves, and I think they're all basically from Dollar Tree. I think all of them are from Dollar Tree. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. My name is Brenda. I am really happy that you stopped by today, and I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, and you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, then I would invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. And I also would encourage you to hit that notification bell and select all. That way you are notified whenever I upload a video, which my normal upload time is Mondays at 5 p.m. Central, but I do participate during the week in different challenges and playlists. So that way, if you hit the notification bell, it will let you know when one of those videos will be coming up. And then again, if you guys like today's video, you know the drill. Hit that the like button and comment, because you know that makes YouTube notice me a little bit more, and it will push my videos out there for others to watch and find some inspiration. Okay, so after, look at those daisies. Those daisies are so beautiful. I don't really need more flowers, but I saw those the other day and I had to get them because the color was just beautiful. And so when I was painting this, I knew I needed to use those daisies in this. And I think those daisies kind of look like sunflowers, so that's why I used them too. But anyways, here is the final result of that. I love it. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, if you are not following me on social media, you can find the links to those accounts in my link tree in the description box below, as well as to links to other accounts that I am affiliated with. So now is a time for a celebration of your recreation. And Georgiana made this cute hat for, I'm not sure if it's her granddaughter or just a little friend, but I just thought it was adorable. And then we have this beautiful sign that Mandy recreated from my sign that I made recently. Oh, I just love it. I hope you do too. It's beautiful. Anyways, if you have a creation or a recreation you would love for me to showcase for you, you can send it to me in my address or email address there, or you can send it to me through Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and I'd be happy to showcase it for you. So here is DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm going to take one of these napkins. I got this napkin at Dollar General last year, and then this pallet pumpkin that I did get this year from Dollar Tree, this round wood piece from Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to use all the same paints, including my antique wax there, plus a new one that I have not used before. This is the first time I've used it. It's by Folk Art. It's terracotta and the color is clay pot, and you'll see that right there. And I got that at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to start off by removing the back piece that holds those together there. I didn't want them to have that gap. I wanted them to be closer. So once I had that removed, I went ahead and painted each piece with each one of those colors. Then while those were drying, I took my antique wax and I am just going to do the same thing on this round piece where I brush on the wax and then wipe off the extra with my paper towel there, and I did the same on the front and the back. After that, I'm going to take my wood glue and my hot glue. Of course, the wood glue is the permanent hold and the hot glue is for immediate hold, and I'm going to put it on the back of each one of those pieces and glue them together just like you see there. And then I'm going to cut half of this napkin. I didn't use all of that half. I used about 3/4 of it. And then I'm going to use some smaller scissors here, and I'm going to cut down all around the pumpkins. As you see, I just want to get rid of all that excess napkin so that you don't see it, and it gives it a lot more of a realistic look when you put it on your piece here. So after I had this all cut out, and I should be switching here, there we go, I'm going to remove the second layer, and this is only a 2-ply napkin, and I am going to use this napkin to put it on my pumpkin here. And you always want to remove that second layer, otherwise it won't work right when you try to Mod Podge it. So I'm going to do my new technique. I'm just going to add my Mod Podge, and I add it to about a good half portion of this pumpkin, and then once it was dry, I let it dry for a little bit. I put my napkin on top of it where I wanted it, and then I'm going to take some parchment paper and I am going to put it on top and use my little heat press to just iron it on. And what this does is it reactivates the Mod Podge to where the napkin sticks, and you don't have very little wrinkles when you do this. I love this. And then I will go over it again with Mod Podge because we want to protect that napkin. We don't want it to rip. So I'm going to go over it with the Mod Podge again, and then I'm going to let it dry. And while it was drying, I took my Hello Autumn. This is another one of those laser wood cutouts from Dollar Tree that comes in the package. And I'm going to do the same thing with it. I'm painting it with the wax and then wiping it off, wiping off the excess with my napkin. And after I get done with that, I'm going to let that one dry. But you'll see here, I just love this antique wax, you guys. I love the way it looks. It's just so pretty. Anyways, okay. Then I decided to go, okay, it's dried, so I'm going to use my heat press here and go ahead and go over the top part of my napkin there, just to make sure you're getting rid of any wrinkles that might be there. And then I just took my X-Acto knife here and I just went around my little pumpkin and just cut off all the excess napkin there that was there. And after I had it all done and clean, I'm going to hot glue my little sign onto my pumpkin here. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to get that little web or glue string. Tell ya, those glue strings drive me nuts. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm just cutting in between each little piece there, just to make the cut marks through that napkin look a little bit more realistic and bring it out more. Then I took some of this ribbon. I got this from Dollar Tree this spring. It's a burlap ribbon with some lace on the end. It is kind of hard to work with because it's so thick, but if you just work with it, you'll get it. And if you get any of this or have any of it. So I'm just making my bow there again by doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up, and then using some jute twine to keep it in place. And then I am going to take this is some heather picks that I got from Walmart recently. I just thought it was really pretty. And then I'm going to hot glue my bow right over those heather picks, just like you see there. I wanted to cover those little holes because I forgot to put some spackling in them. And then I'm just adding some sunflowers there as well. And then I'm just going to add the hanger back onto this sign that I took off, and that's all there was for this. I really love this one too. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well, and which one was your favorite today out of all of them that I made. And yeah, let me know in the comment box. And again, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button before you go. Here's a look at the final reveal of all 3 projects. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out Zaina and Connie and Tammy's channels, as well as the playlist, and show them some love. And I will be back again tomorrow with another video for my normal upload time. I do plan on having a premiere, so I'll be on there when it first goes live and chatting with anybody who wants to come chat with me. So with all that, you guys, I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.